It's day 24th of the war in West Asia. Iran's military says Strait of Hormuz will be completely closed if US bombs power plants. Let's take a look at what has been happening so far. Iran fired more missiles at Israel, with at least one missile carrying cluster warhead seen in the night sky over Israel. Israel's rescue services say damage was caused at several locations in central Israel by cluster munitions or falling fragments following Iran's latest ballistic missile attack. Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi says the Strait of Hormuz is not closed. He said maritime traffic isn't passing through the strait because insurance companies are concerned about the war started by the US, not because of Iran's actions. He added that further threats will not sway Iranians nor insurers. Well, this comes after President Trump threatened to target Iranian power plants if the Strait of Hormuz is not reopened within 48 hours. Iran's Revolutionary Guard say they will completely close the Strait of Hormuz if US President acts on threats to target power plants. A statement from IRGC says companies with US shares would be completely destroyed if Iranian energy facilities were targeted by Washington, and said energy facilities in countries that host American bases would be lawful targets. US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says Trump will do whatever is necessary to achieve his goals in West Asia. Bessent said the United States may need to escalate its attacks against Iran to be able to win down the war. Israeli military spokesman Brigadier General said the country faces weeks more fighting against both Iran and Hezbollah in a televised briefing. The spokesman added that authorities are examining how air defense systems failed to intercept incoming Iranian missiles during Saturday's attacks. Israel will expand its ground operations in Lebanon against Iran-backed militant group Hezbollah, warning that the offensive has just only begun. Israeli forces earlier destroyed bridges allegedly used by Hezbollah to cross the Litani River. Lebanese President Jose Aoun has warned that the bridge attacks represent a dangerous escalation and flagrant violation of Lebanon's sovereignty. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has vowed to pursue senior commanders of Iran's Revolutionary Guards, quote-unquote, personally. He made the comment while visiting an Israeli town of Arad and struck by an Iranian missile. Kataib Hezbollah, an influential pro-Iran Iraqi armed group, has announced that it would extend a pause on its attacks on the US embassy in Baghdad by 5 days. The group warned that it would respond if it came under attack, while denying involvement in a drone strike that hit an Iraqi intelligence building on Saturday.